Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, then please do so because you will like our content. And if you enjoy our content, then don't forget to be always giving our videos a thumbs up by tapping on the like button. And feel free to be part of the commentary squad by sharing your thoughts in the comment section down below. Now, in this video, we'll be talking about Walmart and how empty it was during this year's Black Friday. It seems like sales really took a hit, and it's no surprise. Why? This is because before the biggest shopping day of the year, Walmart announced that it's scraping off diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI policies. Now, we know that this move was not only tone deaf, but it was a clear indication of the company's values or lack thereof. Now, as one sister in the videos put it, Walmart has shown us who they really are, and it's not pretty. They are happy to take our money, but they don't want us involved in the hiring process or employed at their stores. It's a clear message that we're not welcome here. Now, the irony here is that Walmart thought they could just abandon their DEI policies and still expect Black customers to show up and spend their money there. Well, newsflash, no Black inclusion means no Black dollars. And it's time for companies like Walmart to realize that diversity and inclusion aren't just buzzwords, but they're important for building a loyal customer base and creating a society that values equality and justice for all. So with that said, let's take a look at these videos as different people share their thoughts on this. I will be right back.
I just wanted to give y'all the tea real quick in case you didn't know. This is the way you can make Walmart understand how important your dollars are. For 21 years, I was a store manager for the company, and I am here to give you the tea. This is the fourth quarter of the fiscal year, the most important quarter for Walmart typically because they're trying to push to put more numbers on the bottom line because they're going to have to report the earnings for the entire year to their shareholders. February 1st marks the beginning of an entirely new fiscal year. So right now, they're pushing to get those last few dollars. The reason why doing it now is important is because typically in December, believe it or not, even with Christmas, most retailers suffer a downturn in sales. That's the reason why you have the whole Black Friday thing. The perception of consumers getting a great deal, it's there because no other way exists for them to get you in the store and get you spending all the extra money that we spend this time of year. You guys may also notice when you go in some Walmart stores, it appears that they're thinly staffed. They do that on purpose because, again, if they're trying to report their best numbers, they review any and every expense they can. And the first place we used to cut was payroll. That's considered a flexible expense. I'm not sure about other retailers, but Walmart generally orders all of their merchandise a year, 2, sometimes 3 in advance for the general merchandise side of the store. That's where the company makes its money, not on the grocery side. The GM side of the building is where the merchandise has the highest markup, and that's where they make their money. So think about this. If they've already ordered a store full of merchandise because they're counting on the same customer base that supports them throughout the year, and for the last 3-4 months of the year you guys don't go in there, what do you think is going to happen? I'll tell you that freight's going to sit there. It's going to pile up. The next shipment is going to continue to come in because, again, they've already committed. They've already bought this merchandise. And so then they're left in a position where they have to mark all that freight down to get it out of the stores to make room for other merchandise. Otherwise, you're going to see Walmart start to look like Dollar General stores. If you really want to make an impact and let the company know how you feel about their marketing practices, etc., this is the time to do it. But you ain't heard that from me.
So it's looking like Walmart is having a really rough day, as they should. They didn't hesitate to show us who they were the first chance they got. Before the man even took office, they let us know that we were not welcome there. Oh, they will sure take our money, but they don't want us involved in the hiring process. They don't really want us employed there. If they don't want us employed there and they don't want to give us equity, then we don't want to give them our money. Because you see, I guess they got it all away. They must have thought that Trump was the one shopping at their stores. Did all of this for a man who would never step foot in your store? You forgot. We don't want to pay the bills. We're the customers. We keep the doors open. But since you don't want diversity and inclusion in your stores, we will spend our money elsewhere. And I don't even give a backslide at this point. It's too late. They showed us who they are. No Black inclusion, no Black dollars. Period.
People really shocked that Black Friday looked like it did today. Walmart parking lots empty. Target parking lots empty. We don't want TVs. We don't want a lot of electronics, toys. Black Friday sales should have been food, okay? We've been through enough as Americans. This economy, these last 4 years, have been detrimental on the average American family. So, was utilities on sale for Black Friday? People are not out buying things the way we are accustomed to because we don't have it. Rents are up, mortgages are up, interest rates are up, credit card interest rates are up. We Americans don't have extra money. So, of course, we're not shopping at these stores on Black Friday. Actually, we don't need the stuff they want to put on sale. And really, to be honest, because I was in Walmart, I didn't go till about maybe 11, and it was just for household essentials that I'll buy any other day. They didn't have really a Black Friday sale. Everything was normally priced. So, don't be surprised. There's no Black Friday sales. There's no more Black Friday when you have an economy with inflation at the numbers there are currently. So, don't be surprised.
We need to stop shopping at Walmart and we need to do it now. I'm like so frustrated with the US. I'm so ready to get up out of here because if you just pay close attention to what is going on, these corporations, politicians, they will all show you what they're about. Walmart just rolled back their diversity, equity, and inclusion program. And the reason why they're doing it is because they're receiving a growing pressure from conservative activists who said, hey, do this or else. And if you follow the money, you will always follow a problem. They've already dismantled affirmative action in colleges. And let's just break down why that existed anyway. The reason why affirmative action and diversity, equity, and inclusion programs were needed in the first place was to address systemic inequalities and historical discrimination in the US. These programs provide opportunities to people who are marginalized because of race, ethnicity, and gender. And while we all love to believe that these things don't exist, the truth is they do. If opportunities weren't denied based on gender or race or your background, we wouldn't need diversity, equity, and inclusion. But let's be real. This is why when you look at certain neighborhoods, you don't see people who look like me. When you go to universities, especially Division I private schools, you don't see a lot of people who look like me. And what's sad about all of this is that a lot of critics will argue that these programs create unfair advantages, particularly for other applicants who don't even have to worry about these types of things. That's not what it's about. Because if you've never been disadvantaged in the first place, how is it going to cause a disadvantage to you? I wish we lived in a world that was loving of all people, accepting of all people, no group seeking to dominate another group or seeking to stay superior to another group. It's just so tiring. But one thing I do know is that we, the people, have a lot of power. We have power because these businesses need our dollars to succeed. And guess what? A lot of them rely on our dollars. And I don't care what your background or race is, just like in 2020, we need to all rally with each other and we need to fight for what's right. And you know what? Maybe the time is just coming for judgment on America because I don't know about you, but I definitely feel a shift. So maybe it's all part of God's plan. I don't know. What do you think?
You all saw Walmart today? I hope that is how all of the location look today and not just one that they keep showing us over and over online on this app. I hope all of the Walmarts was looking just like that one that is circulating on this app. Because if it was, good for us. Good for us. Because it ain't no sale. There's no sale. There is no sale. The stuff you see on sale, it was sale that same price prior to this Black Friday. Nonsense. All right, how many TVs are we going to buy? How many? Toys. How many toys are we going to just buy to get disposed of? This makes no sense. Put in groceries on sale. That's what you need to put on sale. Groceries. Where my son used a dozen eggs in 2 days. That's what you need to put on sale. Not those TVs. How many TVs am I going to watch? And to be frank, I don't even watch TV. Put groceries on sale and come back. And Walmart, good for you. I love that for you.
I keep seeing all of these Black Friday videos and how nobody's at the stores. Nobody's at Walmart or shopping and doing all of that. Well, especially at Walmart. It just goes to show People don't need that many TVs. They got enough. Actually, we got enough of everything. And people are realizing that the one thing that they want is their time, and that's something that they can't buy. They can't buy back their time, but what they're doing is they're trying to redeem that time. They're spending more time with their family members. I know a lot of people are no longer celebrating Christmas and the capacity of shopping and things like that because they realize they can buy their own stuff. There's nothing that they want that they can't buy on their own, so they're just not doing any Christmas shopping anymore. They're taking family vacations, doing things that's going to build memories and things like that. Things that's going to matter in the future, things that their children and nieces and nephews and elders will remember in the future. So just remember, Black Friday is looking a lot different these days, and it's a beautiful sight. People are appreciating one another again.
It's Joe from Georgia. It's Black Friday in the retail world. You know, Black Friday is a day that retailers look forward to all year because that's pretty much when they start making their profit for the year on the baseline. And it accounts for a huge part of it for Black Friday today. So, you know, when retailers fail to remember that the people who actually shop in their stores are actually their business, they're the people who's keeping your doors open. Well, undoubtedly, our world's largest retailer, Walmart, they didn't listen. They weren't listening to the people who spend their money there. So all that money that Walmart donated to Donald Trump was not appreciated by the people who were actually paying that through their purchases. And then you turn around Walmart and you take out the diversity, equity, and inclusion that you had just put in the last few years. So you're going to pull that out. So you're doing it at the same time. Gave all that money to Donald Trump. Now you're taking away diversity from the workforce there. And I'm sure it wasn't causing that big of a problem. That just shows you what kind of employer you are, and it shows you what kind of person you are. So people are not going to buy your products. And you're feeling it today. The Walmarts are empty in a lot of places today because you know what? The power is in your pocketbook. Just remember that you have that power to shop wherever you want to with the money that you have. So if someone, such as a large corporation like Walmart, decides to go out there on their own and think of themselves, you have the power. Don't shop there.
So am I the only one that feels like pure joy seeing all of the empty Walmarts today on Black Friday?
Here's Joe from Georgia. So, big Friday in the retail industry. It's Black Friday, just when folks make their money in this business. Well, looks like Walmart's going to have a bad day. There's people have called for a national boycott of Walmart. And I can tell you, their stores are empty. It's Black Friday, should be packed. There's no one there. And Target, right down the street, is doing a tremendous job at the moment. So, Walmart, I guess people aren't agreeing with you on these decisions that you've made, and they're going to boycott you, and it's going to cost you money. I guess then and only then, when you know you're not making your millions and millions and tens of billions of dollars, that maybe you'll wake up just a little bit when you find out that the people who actually run your business, or the people who actually believe a different way that you do in public, and they can take their money elsewhere. And it looks like they're doing that.
Now, news broke last week that Walmart is joining a growing cut of businesses stepping away from diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) programs that have been targeted by conservative groups. As such, America's largest retailer will no longer consider race and gender to boost diversity when granting supplier contracts. It also said it will also stop collecting demographic data when accessing financing eligibility, and Walmart will scale back racial equity training, stop participating in rankings by an LGBTQ advocacy group, and review its support for Pride and other events. In addition, the retailer will not renew a 5-year commitment for an equity ratio center set up in 2020 after the police unaliving of George Floyd. Conservative activist Robbie Starbuck, a vocal DEI opponent, recently threatened Walmart with a campaign to lead a customer boycott just days before Black Friday. And upon hearing of Walmart's DEI changes, Starbuck wrote in a post on X, "This is the biggest win yet for our movement to end wokeness in corporate America." Now, according to Walmart US CEO, the retailer is making the changes to help foster inclusion. Guys, it's the audacity of Walmart for me. The audacity of Walmart's claim that they are making changes to foster inclusion, which is really staggering. I mean, this is a blatant attempt to spin their decision to scrap their diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI policies as a positive move. But let's be clear here. This is nothing more than a thinly veiled attempt to dismantle the very policies that were helping to create a more inclusive environment for minority groups. We all know the history. Before DEI policies became more widespread, it was notoriously difficult for non-palm color people to get employed, let alone advance in their careers. The playing field was never level, and it was only through the implementation of DEI policies that we began to see some semblance of equality. So when Walmart says they're making changes to foster inclusion, it's really hard not to laugh. Like, what are they really talking about? What they're really doing is rolling back the clock to a time when minority groups were systematically excluded from opportunities. And it's a brazen attempt to erase the progress that's been made and to maintain the status quo of palm color privilege and dominance. I feel we need to call this what it is, an attempt to disenfranchise and marginalize minority groups. Walmart's decision to scrap their DEI policies is a slap in the face to all the people who have fought tirelessly for equality and inclusion. It's a reminder that despite the progress that we've made, there's still so much work to be done to create a truly inclusive and equitable society. I'm so happy that Walmart was empty on Black Friday. I mean, this is a testament to the power of collective action and the importance of voting with our dollars. It's a clear message to Walmart and other companies that if you don't value and respect our presence, then you don't deserve our business. Because the hypocrisy of Walmart's actions is staggering. They want to profit from Black customers, but they don't want to employ Black people, promote us, or provide us with opportunities for advancement. They don't want to acknowledge our existence or value our contributions, and yet they expect us to continue supporting them with our hard-earned money. But people are not buying it. Literally, we're taking our business elsewhere to companies that value and respect Black people. Black people should support Black-owned businesses, businesses that prioritize diversity and inclusion, and businesses that recognize the importance of representation and equity. The mantra "no Black involvement means no Black dollars" is a powerful one because it's a reminder that Black money is a form of power and we should use it to support businesses that align with our values and respect our humanity. So to Walmart and other companies that think they can disregard, Black people and still profit from Black people, let this be a warning. Like, will not be disrespected like that and will not be taken for granted. Black dollars matter, and we will still use them to support other businesses that, want Black people. We have finally come to the end of the video, but what do my viewers have to say? Share your thoughts, your views as well on what you think about what is happening and what happened on Black Friday. Thank you for always watching and see you in my next video as we bring you another interesting video.